it'll be, baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, just let it be. Let's go. So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, if it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, if it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, if it's meant to be.
I'm walking down that road, where did all the flowers go? They say we're supposed to grow, learning from the highs and lows. All eyes lying on me, oh, begging me to play the role. 'Cause I'm gonna get it right, I'm gonna get it right. They can try to hold me down, but I'm gonna get it right. When the sky is filled with smoke and fire, I'm gonna get it right. All I want is something better in the purple light. They can try to hold me down, but I'm gonna get it right.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Welcome. You're listening to Juice Wave Radio, and this is the G City. I'm your host, Miss Blondie.
I'm your nameless presenter. Siwaambi jina yangu leo.
Today you are just playing hard to get.
See, my friend, najua ukirembeka, my friend, ukirembeka, you have to play very, very hard to get. You cannot just be giving your name out to everyone. If you want my name, first of all, throw for me those fire emojis. Have for YouTube, such that I can just give you a hint of this car. Fire Baba.
Okay.
Fire Mama, Fire Baba.
Okay, when you Fire Baba. So today I'm loving the new name, the hashtag Fire Baba. You know the song, and we also have an amazing DJ with us. Mwenye achezea ngoma leo tambe. Okay, Kimani, thank you so much. Alafu sasa, me, I feel like I have a lot to share. KHAMOTHO, I have so much to share.
Babes,
we have not been together, I guess, since...
You're using the wrong name.
Okay, Fire Baba.
Yeah, exactly. And
Fire Baba, I have
not
so
that
much.
you have a lot to share. Sema tu uko na udaku.
Niko na udaku.
Sina kushika,
Niko na udaku like this. The problem is that it involves me. So it's been hectic, it's been crazy. But
give us the tea.
We've not seen each other since Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So... let me just sit y'all down and tell you, a babe got hit by a car. I just still can't believe that.
First of all,
a babe got hit by a car.
First of all, which car was it? Nijue ulipeleka hospitali gani?
Wacha ngombe. You remember how I always say, yes, I don't want to be hit by a certain cars. Probox haiwezi nigonga. Staki story ati sijui what will be written on my will.
Yes. Tell me what knocked you down.
Let me tell you, this time they respected me.
Oh,
they respected me. They almost took my leg with them. They respected me. It was a GK vehicle. Actually, it was a... I'm not sure, but haikuwa gari ndogo. By the way, haikuwa gari ndogo. Hawaku ni embarrass.
Wali represent.
But it shocked me. By the way, nilishtuka mpaka nilikuwa natetemeka miguu. I have never had a moment like that.
Did they stop?
Well, they did, because initially, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So I was here in studio, and I decided, okay, it's time to go home. But the easiest way to get to town right now from this side, it's actually a boda, because I was like, it's either I choose to pay cheaper, use a matatu, and then to deal with traffic, ama I just use the boda. Nani bolt, actually. So I knew upon niko too safer and actually get to town first. We took my boda. Tumefika njia ya Uhuru Park. So we are in the machochoro, like the least of the places you'd expect a car to come. Like, tumetoka kwa hizo njia zote, and it was safe hapo, but the moment tulifika Uhuru Park, we are going straight. A baby is there. Mimi sasa niko kwa boda, nimevaa headphones zangu. Let me tell you. Oh,
cool kid.
I don't know what happened.
Ili lesi kwenye mlikuwa mmevaa mashati za just chunky.
It is that day. It is that day. So nimevaa I'm there with my headphones and I'm just chilling. Niko concert in my head. Niko na concert.
Beyonce uko kwa stage na perform.
Niko na concert. So we're just moving and it's a straight path. Like I could swear the Buddha guy had no problem. He was not on the wrong at all.
Okay.
So this GK vehicle was parking. Uhuru Park. Park to the side. So I just shtukad when I felt something just swerve into my leg. My leg was twisted and turned, and then that's the moment it hit me. Oh my God, it's a car.
God.
And then, do you know a car, you just can't hold it. You don't hold a car just once. So the movement it was making, it kept making it. So it kept twisting my leg. Iliskuma bado before it could hold inyamaze mara moja. So my leg. And the one thing
the same leg that you have here.
Yeah, it's the same leg that I have here. And then the one thing I was screaming the entire time, my leg. Oh my God, my leg. I was just saying my leg. That was the only thing.
Was it painful?
It was painful at the moment.
Shocked?
I was shocked more. I feel like my shoe took the damage more. I had worn a timber. So you can imagine.
I remember that shoe. Oh Lord.
I don't think it's ever going to be a shoe. But it took the pressure more than I did. Okay. So that is the only thing I feel like it saved my leg.
So did they like take you to hospital
Let
or
me tell you
first
the
aid?
problem. The good thing, there was an ambulance parked just next to where the accident happened. So I just was taken to the ambulance, first aid, Initially, I was to go for a scan. But this guy, the driver, alikuwa amekujia Madam Fulani Milimani Court. So they didn't want to take accountability. They wanted to switch it up on the Boda guy. While initially, the GK vehicle, sinimkwambia ilikuwa imepark. The moment it just swapped on us, it didn't have any indicators on. So clearly he was the one on the wrong, but they were like, see to lipe what's your traffic 2K and then just
police came to that place.
He called his people. He's a GK. He works for the government. So he called police people to actually convince them to side with him before we went to report it. But the border guy was like, let's go and report it, because they are not willing to take the accountability for the whole thing. But me, I was like, the moment we take it, I already know what's going to happen. I don't even think they will just twist the whole thing. He'll be the one to end your tanilipa, of which I didn't feel like it was deserving.
It was him to pay.
It was them to pay, but they would twist it on him. Hiyo ndio gava tunaishi. That is the world that we live in. So it didn't happen. Was the boda spoiled or damaged? Not really. He held the border. He actually struggled to keep us standing. Hatukuanguka. Nilichotwa tu. Like he struggled. So that's why I was like, he didn't deserve to actually take the whole responsibility on his own. So we just told him, let me just go home. Pray my leg wakes up. The good thing, my leg woke up. Nakwambia that I was scared.
Speaking in line of accidents,
you had
an accident. Sasa ndo hiyo kakijana karembo kamemaliza kufanya makeup everything, na ametoka kwa nyumba, ameshuka stairs kutoka 3rd floor, nimeshuka shwa. My limo is there waiting for me, Bolt KMXZ ako kabora kako hapo waiting for me. Sasa penye ilikuwa imepark mbele ya duka wa mama mboga. Alafu mama mboga anakuanga ameweka hizi ndoo za kuosha maji, za kuosha mkono. Najua tu ni ndoo lakini imewekwa tap hapa mbele ya kuosha mkono. Sasa ameisimamisha like not kwa barabara lakini just in front of her stall. I had not seen it, to be honest. So ndio kijana ameweka mask, nimevaa ka hoodie na ka bag kangu na earphones. Very cool kid hapo.
It's funny how we leave the house, very styled up.
Nikapata mtu abona kwanza nikasema jina langu, akasema yes. Sasa ndio mimi nenda kupanda. Sasa boda venye imesimama nikakanyaga, kuna hiyo ka platform sort of ya boda. Nikaikanyaga with my left leg. Sasa sini mguu ya right ninainua kufanya ka stingo niketie boda Q Alejandro. Let me tell you something, Kairetsu. Nilisikia tu poa. Like unajua tu pop, nilisikia tu pop, alafu yule mtu wa boda akaniambia customer. Niliangalia kinyume nikaona whole road nimevunja ndo.
Umevunja ndo ya wenyewe ikiwa na maji.
Sasa nikasema, sasa hii ni ndo ya nani? Sasa nikaangalia nyuma ndio nikaona huyo mwenye hiyo duka ya mboga akiniangalia tu akifanya alikuwa tu anachagua ndengu. Akaniangalia tu akafanya hivi. Nikajuliza I've really hata siwezi kujidefend hapo juu. Everyone has come here na haijavunjika. Mimi na hizi miguu zangu ndio maana tunaambiwa fungeni miguu. Close your legs. Me I was just there opening my legs. Kuna boda pup. So nikaenda nikamuuliza, "Ai mam pole, indo ni how much?" Akanisho nikaenda nikakohoa nikajiambia chest pains.
You just paid.
Nikakanyaga fuliza pop. Nikaingia fuliza
oh my
pop.
God.
Nikajiambia
you had not planned for it.
I had not planned for it.
I'm sorry. By the way, I also felt that with that day. Like the day had just started so well and suddenly something just out of nowhere in Nairobi happens and you're like, I didn't wake up prepared for this.
Yeah. Because even me there I woke up today, it was so different. Unajua ile usingizi yenye hata alarm haikuamshi, unafungua tu macho. That's literally how I woke up. So I was like, wow, this is going to be a day and a half. Then
and to tell you the paranoia has not hit home.
But
That's very good. The paranoia has not hit home. Like I still can't avoid border, but they're still the fastest means I know to get
the
somewhere.
best means
they're
that
the
you can use to reach in Nairobi.
Let me tell you, with every
traffic,
border I am taking right now, mimi nakwambia tu mapema, we are not in a hurry. Like, don't kill me in this road. It has happened once. I don't need a second twice. But let me tell you the one thing that has been keeping me going in a good way. The new music. Watu wengi wametoa albums. It is so exciting. The past 1 month has been great. DJ Khaled, tukana J. Cole,
Simple Boy ametoa album.
Nicki. Pardon?
Simple Boy ametoa album.
Who would answer that? Me or Chunky?
Oh, nilifikiria Chunky yako hapa nimesahau.
Sorry,
alikula
me or
fare.
Chunky?
Tulimtumia fare akakula.
But it's
akakosa
okay.
kukuja.
Guys, you're listening to the Juice City and we have an amazing conversation for you because leo nataka tuongele pesa. It's all about the money. Gladly, we have been going through a situation similar to most. The pandemic has been here, so I just want to know, how have you been surviving the pandemic financially? That is our topic of today.
I have a
Not
story.
pesa.
When we come, I'll just shock your earlobes.
Oh my
about
God.
how survival
I just want to know.
Skill came up.
Na mimi nataka we share these ideas. Let's just to share these ideas because I feel like it could help somebody somewhere out there. I don't know. How I have been surviving might not be how you have been surviving.
True.
But your way could help me move a step further into survival.
True.
Because we still don't know how long this pandemic is going to take. We've already done the 1-year anniversary. I'm not sure how far we are going. But for now, nataka turudi kwa ngoma. We'll be right back. This is the Juice City hashtag JuiceWave pale YouTube.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
As the lights go down, the beat goes on when we hit your town. You're on the road on electric light. There's magic in the air tonight. Welcome to the carnival. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the edge of your seat.
the truth, the money never lie, no. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one early morning in the dawn. Know you wanna ride now. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah. Hear you sick of all those other imitators. Don't let the only real one intimidate ya. See you watching, don't run out of time now. I'm the one, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm the one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the only one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the only one,
Quavo, I'm the one that hit that same spot. She the one that bring them raindrops. We go back, remember crisscross and hopscotch. You the one that hold me down when the block's hot. I make your dreams come true when you wake up. And your looks just the same without no makeup. Had to pull up on your mama, see what you made of. Ain't gotta worry about them comers, cause my cake up. You can ride inside my life on that fame bus. Cause I promise when we step out you'll be famous. Modern day Bunny and Clyde, what they named us. Cause when we pull up, all angles.
yeah, you're looking at the truth, the money never lie, no. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one early morning in the dawn. Know you wanna ride now. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah. Hear you sick of all those other imitators. Don't let the only real one intimidate ya. See you watching, don't run out of time now. I'm the one, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm the one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the only one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the one, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the only one.
Okay though, she beat her face up with that new Chanel. She like the price, she see the ice and make her melt. When I met her in the club, I asked her who she felt. Then she went and put that booty on that Gucci belt. We don't got no label. She say she want bottles. She ain't got no table. She don't got no bed frame. She don't got no tables. We just watching Netflix. She ain't got no cable.
She's just perfect in every kind of way, but I don't think I can handle her pain. So messed up and I'm too busy just running my game. Girl after girl, mistake after mistake. I try to change but they always around pulling me down in bed. Gave you my word but they were just broken promises. Broken condoms, lipstick marks and unprotected sex. I feel like you know I ain't sorry. Won't turn back the clock. Maybe I took your best cause I knew you wouldn't believe, so I used you. I'm sorry. Sorry don't make it right. I know.
We at the crib, she got her legs wrapped around my waist. Conversating, she lick every tattoo that's on my face. Like a thug, I just wanna phone, that's every day. Temporary separations, confessing my mistakes. She packed the bags and left me home and I'm still hurt. You knew, but she can't tell me that it's real first. A lot of lies, apologize, the thirst real. When she hit us thinking to herself, damn, this verse real. Rehab out in Vegas, that made this who murdered the set. Send the bottles to her table, then make love on a jet. Temporary thrills, all these women you think I toss. My feelings genuine, disregard what you see on blogs. I've been the boss before I recorded Meek song. Million cash on the gram, they trending meat chone. In the D, my G, he throwing that peace stone. Every picture that you post, me comments on each one.
I'm just typical ordinary, but I know that I can change the rules. All this time I blamed you cause I know what I'm doing. Stepping on your heart again, relationship ruined. I try to change but I'm always out and around in the club. Pieces of my love letter tore up from this breakup. My worst nightmare, which right in my back. I wish I could wake up. I feel like no, I ain't
See, we don't need no love. The family's up. night, all through the night. By day we pulling up, we don't need no love. The fam is up, very up, sun up. When I lose my sanity, maybe every night, all through the night. By day we pulling up. Niwale's them biggest bosses. Us we took some losses, then turned them into profits. Do the moving cozy, whip moving cozy. You let he my broski, I know you niggas know this. We still trap it up like elevator. Hoodie and some shades when we pull up on your player. Hoodie and some shades so they cannot see the player. My side do not waste, so of course I cannot save her. She said that I'm special, baby girl, my jeans are tailored. You out of the picture, we'll be doing the pick a favor. Once upon a time I wasn't enough. Sasa I be gone and she called cause she needs I say we don't need no luck. The fam is up, very up, sun up. Then I lose my sanity, maybe every night, all through the night. But then we pulling up, we don't need no luck. The fam is up, very up, sun up. Then I lose my sanity, maybe every night, all through the night. But then we pulling up. Yeah, it's the East African G. Yeah, they know it's me. Me I pop, maze, me I pop. Ask me fuck you mean. See I pop, maze, in the job. Rolling with that squad, man, fool. Don't forget, I'm still with them
Pepeta, hewa chupa mbili. Miupenda unakatika na umevalia nini? Miupenda unakatika ka umevalia mini. Pepeta, hewa chupa mbili. Pepeta, hewa chupa mbili. Miupenda unakatika na umevalia nini? Miupenda unakatika ka umevalia mini. Tukikata si usafishanga, bleki ni bahati mbaya, mlain akipatikana ni mabare jo kwa kipara. Ati kamna mini tight, nikuone tonight. Ati jo maneibo feel nika umeficha white. Stembiangi na bike, stembiangi na ndai. Na uko maji naona ningi zange pipe. Mimika, sinister, ghetto bana minister.
Welcome back, this is the G City. I'm your host, Miss Blondie.
It's your baby boy, KHAMOTHO is back.
You're missing Chunky, are you?
Me?
You're not missing Chunky?
Ni miss aje kijana yellow. Hata afadhali angekuwa black kidogo. Never ever.
Creative Arms anatuambia ati na hizi boda zinawa mess akipo tueleweni tu, lakini they are really messing us up. Ati welcome to Nairobi or welcome to Kenya where mere government officials run the country with arrogance. Hiyo ni ukweli because that guy did not take accountability at all. But here's the thing. Let's talk about pesa. KHAMOTHO.
Beer.
Fire baba.
Money.
Pesa. You had a story for us.
Yeah, so we are talking about survival, yeah? When COVID hit and income streams happened. First of all, me, I was working in the events industry. So you can imagine we used to have events like from Wednesday. Events, God, did I just say Wednesday? From Wednesday. We used to have events from Wednesday up to Sunday. So that is to be serious, beautiful money. Like, before Corona, and I'm not even speaking badly, I didn't know Fuliza. I didn't have that option. Because you see, when you're having something that keeps on, not a lot of money, but there's always money coming in. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about Fuliza, you can get this from here, Kedotala, no. It was very consistent income. Then COVID hits like this. Job, they just closed everything immediately. So people were just cancelling events. I was like, sini hiyo tu sawa, niko na event ingine kesho. Nothing happened. Everyone was just cancelling. So that's the point that you dip into your savings, and then your savings end, and then you start knowing that there are mobile loaning applications. Let me tell you, kama kuna mtu amekuwa CRB.
Umezichukua kuzichukua.
Oh Lord, nimezichukua kuzichukua. And then it was last week I joined I saw a conversation online about this mobile banking apps that guys were getting loans from. Nasikia kuna hizo zenye ukikosa kulipa on time. Thank God I've never been in that situation. Ukikosa kulipa on time, they start calling your contact.
By the way, there are apps I think it's because people don't download most of these apps without knowing the the settings, the terms and conditions
that they are giving these
yeah,
guys.
the power that you're giving the app on your phone. If you give them access to your contact list, why would I give an app access to my contact list?
So people came online and they were like, these guys are calling our bosses, our parents, and it was like, people really tried to survive because this was not happening. People, yes, were still taking loans, but this was not happening. You will just find a way to work it out. Right now?
But right now, I think it's intense. But do you think things have become better? Okay, let me say right now I'm hopeful because the moment
that's the thing. Things have not become better, but I'm hopeful. At the moment, I'm
because
like, yeah.
From a point where we were, the moment the curfew was at 8, it was tough. It was tight, and now we feel like we have been loosened kidogo.
At 8, you couldn't leave Nairobi.
Yeah,
now
because that would mean all shops are closed basically between 7 to 7:30.
Actually, Ubers used to close at 6.
Now imagine ndio uko umefika home. You also have to get to your home whereby hujui mse wako wa kibanda yenyu hapo home atafunga ngapi. So it was a little insane. Alafu you have work, so there's traffic. Si ndio bado watu walilala Thika Road.
Yes, that was the period.
So I feel like the pandemic, the moment it started, let me tell you, for me, I didn't feel it. The moment it started, siku you feel I couldn't hit the moment ilianza.
3 months down the line.
Ilini hit. Sasa, when now it was okay. That time I wasn't alone, so I felt like I had an upper hand because most of the things were being catered for. So the moment now it was me to do everything, that was like, oh my god,
there is a
pandemic. There's a pandemic. Even the amount of the transactions I'm making on my own phone zimepungua. Everything I'm used to getting and how quick it was easy to get money from somebody. Sai, you can't.
Before the pandemic, we could go to CJs, we could take ourselves out.
I can't remember how life
you remember, right?
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, toka kwa nyumba saa sita.
I guess it's a lifestyle we had whereby we were exploring all the restaurants in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Life was easy back
My
then.
friend,
Then the
we used to
pandemic
look
came.
for restaurants, new restaurants to go and eat. Wait and letter bill. Nata
So the pandemic is here and you wonder like, how do you cope with this? How do you deal with your bills? You have your bills. You have your responsibilities elsewhere. You also have to get moving. So you have to account for unakula nini, unatumia nini kama fare, credit ndio hiyo. These are the small things that you probably don't add to the main math, but they still top up to it. Inakula ka 50 bob fare and you think, oh, it's just nini. But that's 50 bob less na hairudi. So I'm here like, how do you guys have you been surviving the pandemic? I don't know. I want Kimani to tell us. Tell me, how have you been surviving the pandemic? Kimfuko umefanyaje? Do you feel like this pandemic has pushed us? Every opportunity is a money-making opportunity.
I really feel like it really opened our eyes because you see, I had reached that comfort zone. I was like, sika salo kataingia, sika this kataingia. Then a pandemic comes and you guys are told, oh, Mara, we are going to cut 50%, and you're like, okay, so 50% of my earnings are going to disappear, but 50% of my expenses are still going to be there.
To be present.
So
yes.
it's like, wow. So it really taught me that you need extra sources of income. Like you cannot.
You do.
If probably kama unaishi Kisii, Nyamira, uko penye si Nairobi or a major town, you can survive.
Yeah.
Probably you can survive
because life outside Nairobi, by the way, is cheaper.
Because utakuwa na sukuma hapo kwa shamba, utachuna, ugali utatafuta, maji kutanyesha utasave. Sasa hapa Nairobi unaishi kwa apartments, kunyesha utacollect aje hiyo maji? Like here every commodity
is paid
you
for.
Have
you have to
every
pay for
commodity.
By the way, it doesn't matter how much you overlook it and don't even concentrate on it too much, but you pay for everything. So
it really showed me that it's high time that people grew up. Like it was just a slap on the face, like grow up. Like, and then it came to our generation. It didn't. I wouldn't say that it affected our parents that much because we are the ones who are starting off. You see, we are the ones who are trying to build a name, trying to build a career. You've just moved out to your own place. So our parents,
that part, we just moved out.
You can imagine. I had actually just moved out. Then pandemic comes. Sasa kababa kuja hapa
na uko na bills.
Oh Lord, that is my mama sirudi.
I got me. I'm an adult.
Hey, umesha plan. Month ya kwanza nitasave ninunue kiti. Month ya pili TV. Dear,
it doesn't happen.
Hata chakula ikakua ngori.
Inakuwa shida.
Oh,
and we start
Lord.
wondering. But then going back is not an option.
It's
so
not,
what do you do?
It's not.
By the way,
option.
I love that. I love that idea. The mentality we've put. Going back is not an option. Because if there's one thing about moving out, you always tell yourself, staki kurudi kwa mangu tena.
Yeah.
If you've left, hiyo kiburi uko nayo ya kutoka umekuwa mtu mzima. And there's no going back.
Now mine was very funny because when I told them I'm moving out, my mom was so much against the idea, but my dad was very pro the idea. He was like, by the way, that's how you grow up. Just like do these crazy steps, kidogo kidogo too, then you'll make it. Then my mom was on this other side, was like, hujamaliza shule, hujafanya hivi, hujui hizi vitu, bado nakulea. Then I'm here faced by a pandemic and I'm like, if I move back, my dad will never swallow it. My mom will always be like, you see, this is how you advise your son, what not. And then she will see that she has won. But if I also stay outside here, like I'll be suffering, keeping my pride. For what?
Yeah.
So I really had to fall into survival mode. Mimi huyo nikatafuta housemate.
Yeah.
Nikapata housemate. Pap, maisha ikaendelea.
So now the bills, the 50% that had left you took a 50%.
The 50% that they took away from me. So hizo unakata 50%. But unalipa sijui pay as you earn. Oh Lord, this country.
Taxing is taxing.
Bado nyanya zikapanda. Nyanya moja 10 bob. Let me tell you. Alafu sasa hizo ndio unapata salary, umepata 50%, gas inaisha. Tokens,
have you ever noticed the moment your problems start running down,
they pour
one by one.
Ever since I moved out, because I moved out during the pandemic, token yangu inalianga every single day. Ati nieke token ya more than 500. Respect yourself. Ni tokens nitakula ama ni rent nitalipa. Mimi inakonga kama ringtone kwangu. Hiyo sauti ya tokens. Nampaka pandemic ish ndio.
And let me tell you, one thing about me is that I believe in, lately I've been living on a budget. Ile iko so tight mpaka wewe mwenyewe unajishtuka. Unajishtuka, it's so tight mpaka each time I get something extra ama it's extra on my palm, I'm just like breathing out, like I feel like it's a vacation. Mpaka naanza kujiuliza where am I going? But when I look at the money that I have, I'm like yet a hi-fi, it doesn't even account for it. But if there's one thing that I have kept consistent, I spoil myself.
Once in a while.
The moment I see things are getting too tight and it's looking so hard for me and I feel like I'm locking too much. Because me, I'm a locker. Like, I don't know how to process things that are going to weigh me down too much. So I just lock it. I'll deal with you later. I'll just keep adjusting to your idea. So I just keep locking. So the moment they all pour, I just lock them. And it's here like, nimelock vitu nyingi, now it's weighing on me because they are all pouring on me. It's everything now. That's when it's dawning. I locked this one. That's the moment I just choose to like take something, close my eyes and spoil myself. Even if it means getting ice cream that day, I will get it.
You'll get it?
By the way, I will get it. And I feel like that is one thing that has kept me alive. It just kept me, that spirit yangu ijakufa. No matter how hard it gets, my spirit doesn't die because I believe.
But the beautiful thing is, we have really. By the way, I always tell myself, if I survive that period,
we have grown up.
Blondie, I used to cook. I remember my first week at that. First of all, it's a new place. Umejitoa na kiburi kwa nyumba ya mama yako. Penye kila kitu inalipiwa. Paka transport.
Unapata mpaka breakfast imepikwa asubuhi.
So my salary was actually more of saving. Probably I'll go out or surprise my parents with something, but saving, I used to save. So I knew I had something to fall back on, but I didn't want to fall back on my savings to pay rent. No, that money I wanted to invest it. Like nichukue pesa yenye nimesave nilipe rent. It used to hurt me so bad. So hey, Jehova wanyonyi, nilikuwa ninafika chakula hapo 3 a.m. ndio ninapika chakula. Yeah?
Do you know I understand you better?
Na nikipika hiyo chakula hapo 3 am, nitakula sapa, nilale. Asubuhi breakfast ninyonge tu kamaji. Hiyo chakula ya 3 am ndio nitaitwanga lunch. Na lunch si saa 7. Aje. Lunch ni hapo 4:35. Ndio kushikilia mpaka
till the
life was that. But right now we are moving on so much better. But I'm really glad I took that chance and I moved out in a pandemic.
I feel like the moment, if it has hit you during this moment, if you haven't learned or grown, because I feel like so many people have grown.
Yeah.
Zile macho haziko zimefunguliwa, even if
kama yako
you are so comfortable,
umerogwa.
But if I feel, if you're still in the same state you were before the pandemic, and you're still in that mentality, how just songa which growing anyway, then it's a you problem.
There's
it's
something.
a you problem. Shida ni wewe ama mali umetoka.
Hapa ndo tulikuwa tunaambiwa ukikosa kufunzwa na mama yako, ulimwengu itakushika ikwambie kuja hapa.
Chunky is here. He's saying shout out to my favorite squad tuned in from South Africa. I'll fly back to be present for tomorrow's show. We are waiting for you, kesho. Kuna Casey, but for now tunarudi kwa ngoma. We'll be right back.
Buruburu.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Why you wanna try me?
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Take all my mind, take all the joy now, take me down. hate my addictions, you love my dread. The music we making it touch your soul, take you to a place you never been before. Africa tonight, come here to most banner. I'm Kenyan, so you know I'm a marathon runner. If you feel like you have me wrapped up around your little finger, you're wrong. And everybody feel as if you lick me chip and I'm programmed to you. Think of you alone can love me and I'll be broken if you walk out. But anytime you decide to pack up your things and leave, don't come back. One go, don't come back. I won't cry, I'll be fine. Don't come back. Anytime you're ready, when you're ready, you're free to go. Don't come back. No matter make you do a richer where the good Lord split you. Don't come back. This is already, life is real. This love is gone toxic and that poison. No need to play any games anymore. You're kinda loving and not loving to me. Drifting now, we're drifting. Remember when we were one? This ship is sinking. If we don't bail out, we're gonna drown. My cup is overflowing. I've had enough now. So anytime you decide to pack up your things and Skylarking, some of them skylarking, but we skywalking. Before they stand up, firm on their feet, get a little work, and earn their bread honestly. Begging you a 5 cent, sir. Begging you a 10 cent, sir. Cannot help, no cannot help. So if you keep on doing what you all are doing, you will end up in chains. Sky,
Don't want to work, but them won't get paid. We want the yard, but them won't come stay. Them beg it till them old and great. Just a run like a hamster and them not reach no way. We build the church and them still not pray. Put it in a verse, but a two them a play. Read up Proverbs, but the fool can't say. Why you listen, Mr. Foxy, man, you want
begging
DJ.
you a 5 cent, sir. Begging you a 10 cent, sir. Cannot help, no cannot help.
Alright, struggle, summer struggle, cause them not work for nothing. Like them don't know for you, so take life is a button. Side my own, now want beg me something. Them now want kill code, but them love their mutton. Then they wind up and they like food, they love
Na toto kanikosha, fundi haki ya Mungu anajua hadi anachosha. Toto zinapiga bila kuonga, ya kwake ujanja sina, kanichuna kama mboga. Nipe kwenye kiti, kwenye sofa, kitanda cha malofu. Mama hiyo taiti ulivo ijazaga, taratibu mama usije ukachana. Come closer, baby, closer.
DJ Stunner.
Oh mama, take your clothes off. Let's make love in a rover. Ina makidogido. Ayana, fanya kauna piga deki. Ayana, Becky, give me some cake. Ayana, God bless your mama. Ayana, hey. The way you move your waistline. Ayana, na.
God bless your father, Ayanda. Hey, Mungu magharibi, baby, Ayanda, na. Kama radiator imechemka, poza kwa maji.
Welcome. You're listening to Juice Wave Radio. This is the Just Series. I'm your host, Miss Blondie.
You pretty boy. That guy KHAMOTHO all day, every day with the vibes. Nazo.
Allah. We are talking about money. Today is a Thursday. We're talking about money. Basically, how have you been surviving this pandemic financially? Not to tumesema vitu mingi, but I still feel like there's one that we have learned the most. What is one thing that you have learned the most with this pandemic? Mine is one major. Kula home. You don't have to eat at a restaurant. You don't have to eat in town. You don't have to be snacking all over. Pika tu home ukule.
What?
It's so expensive eating out here, by the way.
What I've
Eat
learned
out is expensive.
I've actually learned very many things, but I'll only like to mention two. The first one is my money is enough for me. Like, yes, I would want to support someone at home, or to you know those extra things that happen at home. Mom wants this. Probably you have a small brother. This and this happens.
Oh my
like,
God.
You will want to buy for your small bro your small bro. You like to buy for your small bro a gift or something. So if you like, what you earn is only comfortable for you. Yeah. But if you really want to also do all these other things, you will have to look for more.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. But
because let me tell you something, Blondie.
No.
If you make 500 shillings in a day, let me assure you, you will know how to live within that 500 shillings.
That is true. That is true. I understand.
But if you want to accommodate
somebody else in that mixture,
now that's where utapata stress.
Now I feel you and I understand you, because with everything that you earn, believe you me, you always have a plan on where you're going to spend it. But for some reason, I don't know how this happens. For some reason, something comes up in that moment. You either hear mama mepigia, something just happened. Your little sibling somewhere calls, I need this, and you feel compelled to actually help because you have the money. You put yourself second.
Because you tell yourself, hii pesa nimeipangia, next week nilikuwa nijifanyie hivi na hivi, but juni small bro,
you put yourself unajiondoa kwa hiyo mix kwanza, because you feel like you can survive without. Okay, it's a good thing because
enough, but
it's a good thing. Because it's being generous to your people, and sometimes you can't even control how much
you can't. You see, that's family.
That's family. You can't control
family.
it.
You can't.
So, with all this, kuna msema Asha Sadiq is saying, ati one thing kaa kwenu. That is the truth. Kaa kwenu.
How many times I wanted to go back home?
Kaa kwenu. To avoid so much expenses, you easy safari. Okay, with the same line of kaa kwenu, I think I'd also add punguza sherehe. If you want to survive this pandemic financially, punguza sherehe.
Umekanyaga mkia. Mimi nilitoka kwa nyumba ndo nijiambie, nikisikia tu ati kuna fununu, kuna sherehe, kuna kafununu, kuna sherehe mahali. Hii kitu nilikuwa nimejiambia vile nitakuwa nina turn up. Watu wanasema my mom needs me to go home. You still say them. I was not ready to throw shade. Then sherehe ikafunga, so nikajiambia, hii sherehe nilikuwa ninajitoa kwa mama yangu na imefungwa, sinirudi tu huko nikae huko tena.
Now you saw the point of not staying home. Well, for me, sherehe has never been like a concern because I'm not
basi uko umefungiwa.
Mtu wa nilikuwa nimefungiwa.
Mimi venye nilifungiwa.
You know Jackie. Anybody knows Jackie knows nilikuwa nimefungiwa, by the way. How can you say that and we're in the same class? Nilikuwa nimefungiwa. But for me, raha haijaikuwa all that. The moment I guess I left home, nilifanya juu hizo sherehe nimezifanya. But now I got to a point where it's not important. I can go a weekend without even feeling like I need to leave the house. But here's the thing that I figured. Because now I prefer the sherehe in the house.
In the house.
Now punguza
me as well.
In the house.
Me as well. I prefer it in the house.
Don't buy anything that is not important.
Now,
can we stop buying stuff that is not
buying
important?
It takes me to my second lesson. Kukuya, and I'm not shading. Kukuya.
I don't like
Kukuya.
Guys,
KFC.
I'm not liking where it's
Kukuya.
Okay.
Hizi kuku za KFC ama chicken ins zenye zinakuanga.
Usicheze kanya kundi.
Wacha nikwambie ukweli. What I have learned. Unaona hii two piece yenye utanunua 400. Unaweza kapata a whole chicken at the same price. Nimekuja kujua hivyo. hii nyama yenye unaenda kukula hapo ya 500 unaweza kapata half a kilo at the same price.
Let me tell you.
Now I've learned how to use like using money. Ninaona nipande Uber ya 560 na naweza kashikanisha matatu mbili nilipe 160. Wacha nishikanishe hizo matatu mbili. Like you don't have to really use the expensive option. There's always another route.
Here's where I feel like me, you, and a couple of others haven't learned yet. How often do you prefer private means of transport compared to public? How many times will you prefer boda ya 150 kuja hapa kuliko mat ya 50 because you know you prefer the faster, cheaper comfort. And you see now that is one thing I feel like mimi hapo Jalan I hate. Okay, I don't hate using public vehicles. I just don't prefer them. They are not my first option. Like if it was easy for me to always use
an Uber,
you
will work with that.
With the Nduthi that is killing me, I would still opt for that
because you know
compared to a public
when
matatu.
You climb on an Nduthi or an Uber, unajua unatoka destination A to destination B full stop
without any interference of the way.
Yes.
But still, so it's an expensive choice. That's a part where we are choosing comfort over the expense because it is expensive.
It's expensive, but we can also look at it in the mode of development.
Yeah,
because that's really developing. Because if you see that, because first of all you're going to save time, and my dear, time is money. Because if you're supposed to be if it will take you like 40 minutes with a mat to reach somewhere, and it will take you 10 minutes with an Uber or a Boda to reach somewhere, that's 30 minutes extra in your day that you've gotten to save. So yes, it's expensive, but if you utilize those 30 minutes to do something else, let's say something else that will earn you more money in those 30 minutes, my friend, climb that Uber because you've worked for it. May I always tell myself, your expense, your time yenye nimesave, sita lala ati nisemeacha nile 30 extra minutes ndio nichukue Uber. No. Hata kama ni nguo nitosha ama vyombo like I'll just make sure that those 30 minutes nikilipia hiyo Uber I've utilized it well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, the one thing else I feel like I've carried with me the entire pandemic, to survive the pandemic, please recheck your circle. Believe you me, if you have somebody you term a friend and can't get you out of a ditch during this pandemic, please recheck your circle.
Kanyaga kubwa.
Hakuna haja tuitane ati tunangoja sherehe. Sasa ati when the pandemic is over, that's when the friendships are coming back. Let's not lie. Najua mnasema everybody is going through something, but still open your eyes. If somebody is not helpful to you during this time, then that means that person is not actually that important to your life. And I feel like that is one thing, because for me, okay, I am one person who's not all over the whole friendship thing. Like, I'm very critical with my friends, and if you can't keep up with how I converse, because I'm a silent person, hatutaongea daily. You also know that. You know that too, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't have to talk on a daily basis.
By the way,
but the friendship still
last week,
I don't think we have talked. We just talked yesterday.
Imagine.
Yeah, and we still acknowledge the fact that friendship still goes.
Sasa wairimo.
But
very Irish.
Thank you. But you can still, I'd still come to you and be like, you know what, KHAMOTHO, get me out of this fix. And I know if you are in a position to, you would.
It's called your circle for a reason. You see, when people use that name circle, like you're supposed to make sure that you hold me. I'm not forcing you by day to hold me, but if unaona there's this,
you won't let me fall. You're not supposed to let me fall.
There's this thing happening for me, and nikubaya. Like just go out of your way to hold me. Because
if you're in a position to and you can hold me, then that's a friend. And I feel like genuine friends have supported each other during the pandemic. Because it's not one person that's only going through it. Doesn't mean you are the only person who has to be helped. The other person can be going through the same thing too. You can be the one helping the person. So So the pandemic has been survivable by friends.
I have actually come to realize that family is important.
Hey.
Because the number of times nimepigia sis kumwambia sasa akatoke kume dry just lubricate my pockets. The number of times I've reached out to specific family for assistance, it's really shown me their value. It's really told me that these guys can also come, because there's no way you can ask your sis for cash na akonayo na kunyimia. Hata kama alikuwa amepanga kuitumia cash kesho, huyo anaweza kakuachilia kwambie shika. We shika uitumie.
Yeah.
It's really for me, it's really brought me closer. Like we used to live in the same house, and I thought moving out will make us grow further apart, but no.
It's
Ideally,
actually helped.
It's actually helped me closer, because akiwa na fix nina come through, nikiwa na fix, like
And I
she's
come
the first
through.
person I will call.
I actually feel jealous for people who have elder brothers and sisters.
Oh,
well, for us who are firstborns, we are the
Lord.
ones who
Sorry.
are called.
We are the last
Sisi ndio
ones.
tunapigiwa. And siku rahisi. There's somebody is saying, wacha mambo ya online stores zitakumaliza, enda Gikomba mse. That is one thing. Najua online shopping has become a trend.
Kwanza
IG
now
with
Instagram. What they have done, Instagram has stopped being just an app for pictures and videos. It's become a market.
It's a market. By the way, right now it's a market.
Kila kitu from nyanya to clothes to
everything
cars
is being sold on Instagram.
And then they have so lucrative offers. Unaona wanakwambia, if you have this salary, you can take a loan of this and we give you the
lipa mdogo mdogo. There's lipa mdogo mdogo. So you'll be so convinced you need this stuff
market.
because they are finding better and suitable situations, offers that work with everyone. So I feel like tutadanganywa. So if you're not careful, you're going to overspend.
But should we, so here comes the question, should we be careful on how we spend or minimize ourselves, or on the other hand, should we work hard and get more money to spend on what we want?
If the money is in cycle, get it. But I'm not saying just because we're going through a pandemic, sit down and wait for the pandemic to end.
Thank you.
We all have to keep looking for the money, because
do you think the pandemic affected everyone?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
I don't think it did.
Kuna wale wenye
mashida, kuna wenye mnaiimba, kuna wenye
shida ni wewe.
Pandemic.
Shida ni
wewe binafsi.
Wewe pekee ndio
if you're
kuna hiyo
singing
shida.
that song, it's because it's affecting you. There are people who are not singing the song with us. And I feel like, I can't wait to get to where you guys are, but we are dealing with it on this side of the planet, and the pandemic has not been easy. It has not been easy. That's why I'm asking you guys, how have you been surviving the pandemic financially? Hiyo ndio tunataka kujua. How have you guys been surviving the pandemic financially? I have a couple of comments. We have Citra anatupe some fire lit emojis. Thank you. Charles M anafire, DJ Kim anampe some fire emojis. DJ Wabebe, that is Chunky, twende sana. Abdul Khalifa tuko locked huko Ngong. DJ Kimani ala Dola TV. Hii COVID ni mboka tu wallahi. Mboka inamaanisha?
Tell us.
Ni pesa. Sawa. That guy, I feel like this person is a lucky one. Amesema survival lazima ni sawa. Ati bro, sema sis bro ame. Okay, Abdul Khalifa, I'm not getting you, but I hope I will. Keep the comments coming. That is at Juice Wave Radio pale YouTube. But for now, tunarudi kwa ngoma. We'll be right back.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Cause your daddy is a preacher. Now you're wearing my t-shirt, and I don't want this night to end before you know I love you. I don't want this night to end before you know I need you. Na muda usiniishie, nikwambie I love you. I don't want this night to end before you know I need you. So I'ma keep it short and sweet. DJ play the song on repeat. Odi dance to the beat. Apolipo kamatana feels so sweet. Apolipo kamatana feels so sweet. Short and sweet. DJ play the song on repeat. Odi dance to the beat. Apolipo kamatana feels so sweet. Apolipo kamatana feels so sweet.
Yeah. You wanna do the right thing, you find this too exciting. Your friends tell you good at to come mini high risk, throw that shit behind me. Come sit beside me. If you got too much class, then do me like assignments. Please don't remind me of the bad times. Your sugar sweet, your icy.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Welcome back. You're listening to Juice Web Radio. I'm your host, Miss Blondie. This is the Juice City.
It's your main chick, that guy KHAMOTHO. Kama kawaida, kama dawa, kama kawa, kama serikali, kama corruption, kama kukula fair. It's your boy, that guy KHAMOTHO. On the decks, ni the one
and only DJ Kimani. Tuko na DJ leo nakwambia chunky. Tuko na Kesi.
Si wewe tu.
Still on that case.
Akaya akijua si yeye tu.
You will still on that case.
It's not only you, but we shall get chunky. We shall get chunky tomorrow. So let me just do the intro for you. Hey guys, it's DJ Chunky for the guys, and for the ladies it's DJ Chunky Love. Hiyo kitu inanichunanga roho. Inajulizanga hizo maneno zote. Si useme tu DJ Chunky full stop.
Lazima uhype kidogo, lazima ujipake mafuta kidogo. Let Chunky have his moments. But Chunky, we miss you. We hope to have you here tomorrow.
Definitely.
Still on that money talk. How have you guys been surviving the pandemic financially? Kumekuwa kutricks. Now I am not sure how you guys. Let me say one thing that has actually come with the pandemic. Maisha pia ilipanda to a point whereby it was, we could feel it. We could all feel it, and I feel like it affected mostly those people who are involved in maybe the tourism,
service,
those stories,
hotels.
Those were the most people
bars.
who were
Gosh.
Exactly.
Entertainment
the entertainment industry
DJs,
was also affected
so much
in a major way. So I feel like with all this that happened during that pandemic started, in the ikianza, the heat was not as much, the pinch was not as hard.
Do you remember when it started? Guys were like, itaisha in the next 3 months, 4 months. Oh, celebs go on, and like by August everything will be back. Wow.
Until we've had an anniversary. Imagine. And right now we've actually adjusted. Do you know we've adjusted and actually to make a space, to make a pandemic a space in our world. So now we are the ones who are living with it. We've accommodated it. So now how do you accommodate it and still manage to get your finances back to where they were, where the pandemic is not affecting it? Because people are finding means to survival. Watu wameanzisha households, because everyone right now is looking at everything as a business, with a business perspective.
Thank you. Me, when I look everyone at you, if I cannot get money from you, okay, you're just wasting time.
And that's why you find that the crime rate, period, imeongezeka, because everybody is trying to make it. Everybody is trying to get some money somewhere, to just, to push a step harder, to just make that next step forward. You just want to, hautaki kukwama, because you don't want to deal with it how everybody is dealing with it.
Hautaki kukwama. You know, we were living in a world where our source of income was not threatened at all.
We were so comfortable. We were so comfortable.
Nenda nifanye job ama kabiashara ama weekend I'll get a gig. Like everyone was, ulikuwa tunaona wewe amepata gig amenunua nyumba, wewe amepata gig ameanza kujenga, wewe amepata gig amechukua gari. Like everyone was just progressing. Like even the economy, people were saying, okay, naweza sasa katafuta ka green card. Unajua mpaka green card ilifungwa. You couldn't go out and work.
You couldn't travel.
It's just that it threatened our source of income.
It shaked everything. Let me just say that. Ilishtua kila kitu. Tulitetemeshwa kidogo.
Sisi ndo tulitetemeshwa, lakini kuna wakurugenzi wengine
the main people who still, it doesn't affect them in any way.
Yeah.
And now I'm here like, how have you guys been surviving the pandemic financially? Kimfuko, what have you been doing to stay afloat? What have you been doing to just make sure your bills, your expenses, everything doesn't overlap? You're not in debt. If you're still in debt, what are you doing to try and get out of it?
Debt?
Well, let me tell you one. For me, I guess I have taken on every title. Everything, I can basically sell everything. I can even sell a plot for you right now. Because with this idea of everything is, you're looking at everything from a business perspective, you actually now tend to want to get money out of every move that you're making. Now making free moves stops being important to you. As long, if I'm not gaining anything from this, whatever that I'm doing, does it make sense to me? Let me tell you guys, I have quit a job because it wasn't. For me, it was wasting my time.
That's the thing.
Because right now you feel you're on your toes.
I don't have time. Every second I have is money. So by the time
it's accounted
that's
for.
Actually why guys are going to end up using a lot of more Ubers and bodabodas, because every second you have is time. So if you're going to spend 3 hours on the road, my friend, you've wasted 3 hours. You're 3 hours broke.
Exactly.
So you really have to.
Na siku inaisha.
Nakwambia
Na
COVID
tushakubalika
ilikuja
vya saa 4.
24 hours bado ziko na tukapewa curfew. So you have less hours to work. And you're still expected to live the normal life.
To keep up with your lifestyle, keep up with your bills, keep up with everything.
For parents, they're still expected to pay school fees.
True.
Because mtoto hata acha kukula juu ya COVID.
Hata acha kwenda shule.
Because
the schools are still ongoing.
I have a cousin. Yeye ndo amejua hii maisha. Sasa ya COVID, before COVID ianze, alianza kuweka sungura. Sasa it was a lucrative business at first. COVID ikagonga hivi, nini zikafungwa? Hoteli. Clientele wake wakaenda wapi? MIA, missing in action, all of them. Sasa sungura uzaana. Sungura uzaana.
Oh my God.
Na sungura ukula. So there's no income. Those things are just giving birth and they're eating. They started eating rabbits. Hiyo nyumba, the only diet was rabbits.
They're feeding on
because
there's nowhere else to take them.
Sasa siku moja
akachukua
zilikuwa zinazaana seriously. Akachukua na hana mali pa kuuza. Amepeana like ulikuwa unaenda kwake anakuambia nikufungia ngapi seriously nikufungia ngapi. Siku moja alizichukua tu akaziweka kwa crate like 3/4 of them, akazipeleka kwa shamba Kitengela, akamwaga tudogo chini na akaziachilia.
Oh my God.
Because she had nothing to do, nowhere to take them. They're just giving birth, they are eating space, they have eaten rabbits. Oh Lord.
There's nowhere else to take
nothing
it. And that's a big loss. That's a very big loss.
And then there were so many hungers divide at him, stop giving birth or something. So now for her I really saw where pandemic imekuchapa miguu.
And that was the situation I feel for most, but it affected them, everybody differently. The strain was felt by most people. And that's why I'm here, like, with the hustles that people have started, juna kwambia watu wamefind means za kusurvive. Right now people are doing things that they know ata pandemic ifike wapi
I will survive. Now this is the time that if everything is going to end and we go back to normal, saizi ndo tutaomoka.
I feel like we even as a country we stand a chance.
Yeah,
we as a country we stand a chance.
Really do,
the suffering we've gone through. Wakenya, kila Mkenya mahali ana complain for some reason.
It has really built, like, if I can run a business right now and survive, imagine without curfew. Imagine
ile unaweza funga ile masaa unajisikia ukijisikia kwenda 24 hours ni yako.
Imagine because saizi watu kama wa liquor store for example wanafunga 8.
Yeah.
Imagine saa zile kuna curfew.
No, just that's when their business is
booming.
Because most people drink past.
I would actually like to tell everyone congratulations. If you have survived this period of the curfew, I want to see you after COVID.
If you've survived the pandemic, by the way, you are strong.
I will you're very strong. You're the one.
There's one group of people that I feel need so much congratulations and so much props for what they have for surviving this part. The young people, the youths that are living alone. Because up and most people have also killed themselves during this
you have
pandemic.
Just touched my heart.
The suicide cases were more for this group of people. But if you have overcome it and gotten to this point, I'm sorry for those that haven't made it to this point.
We've really lost so many.
If you have made it here, imagine you got this.
Because you see, this is a group. Strong. This is the group that is suffering from depression.
Yeah.
And
you're trying to make it. You're in your younger age where you're supposed to have figured your life out. The pandemic is here. You still have to cope with it.
This is still the same
finances
society.
Our country. Ooh.
This is the same society that unaona mtu anaenda social media anapatia vijana pressure na ati by 25 as a man you should not be living in your mother's house. But my friend, when you were 25, you didn't have COVID to deal with. So it's okay if you left. Me, I'm at 25 and I have COVID to deal with, and you still expect me to live in the same atmosphere. So you see, there is pressure from online, from the world. Everyone is just judging if you've survived. If you've not gone to other means like robbing people, because let me tell you, insecurity ilipanda.
This is saying like the robbery cases ziliongezeka.
Yeah, so you find didn't go that route.
I was also conned in that process, so I can attest. I can attest to crime rate ilipanda for that period pandemic. So it's still the same situation. It's just that how you cope with it. I feel sad for somebody who hasn't still stepped out of it.
You're
like,
the one. You're that person.
You're the one who's at a loss, and I feel like ata ikiisha basi.
No, actually that's the real COVID. If you've not changed or anything, you're the one who suffered from that disease.
The pandemic has hit you.
For some of us it was a lesson. My dear, tulijua hakuna mtu atakwambia ndo katafute pesa.
By the way, hakuna mtu atakwambia amka.
Nobody
will tell you wake up and your troubles are calling.
We learned that we could be responsible. Utachapa your gilbis lakini 6 a.m.
You will know how to wake up. By the way, that's how you know you want to balance this life out. I know we have done this whole thing, yeah. Sherehe all night, and then you just wake up and do the day as if nothing happened last night. You have not slept an entire night, but still, because you have to chase
because
it,
you have to work
keep
for
up with
that
the hustle.
money. Utaamka 6 bila hata alarm. Nobody will tell you amka.
By the way, notice alarm squeeze is important. Alarm squeeze is important. You find that there's a time kamulika kutoka kwambia hata wewe kulala past this time haujiheshimu. So you just wake up and you just go chase. And I know we all are trying. We are trying to make it. It's hard. It's not going to be easy even tomorrow, but we hope for better days. Can we just step out? Do you feel like maybe if our country wasn't so much into corruption and in debt, and our situation economically wasn't so strained, maybe our pandemic wouldn't have hit us so much?
I really do feel that, because for instance, right now in the States, I have a cousin there, and we just talked like 2 days ago, and she's not wearing a mask. They are done. If you're fully vaccinated there, walk without a mask. So you see, first of all, they don't have the curfew. Second of all, life is back to normal.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm estimating that before Kenya reaches that point, give us at least another year or 10 months.
Oh my
to
God.
be to the least.
Please don't say that. I hope we bounce back.
I really do.
In a span of almost maybe I don't know, 3 to 6 months. I hope we can do it by then.
No,
but
it can't be. Not to kill hopes, but it's about time we be realistic. We live in Kenya. Kenya. Let's just call it Kenya.
It's
Kenya.
a third world country. So
it's a third world country with third world leaders.
There's so much happening with
stuff.
us. But I am hopeful that in Aisha, the fact that they are in that process now, I am hopeful.
It will definitely trickle down to us.
Itatufikia
Yes,
eventually. So we will get to a point whereby we don't have the pandemic anymore.
Unaambiwa kuna form K1
Now, let me tell you, if there's one thing I can't wait for us to get to that point where I feel like it will be a weight offloaded from us.
Do you remember
freedom is back?
We used to have stores running for 24 hours. Una Naivas wameandika 24 hours.
By the way, Naivas hapa Kenya Tavern.
Ilikuwa 24 hours.
It's 24 hours.
Gone are the days. So
Yeah.
you see, it like we had started becoming a day and night economy that kama each store ina employ watu day, of course itakuwa na watu wenye ina employ night. Those are jobs.
True.
So all those jobs just vamoosed up to this point.
Zilipotea tu.
So kama umesurvive up to this point, na hujatoka Nairobi hujarudi Geshagi. Not that watu wenye wamerudi Geshagi ni vibaya, lakini kama umesurvive hii Nairobi.
You are strong
wewe
person.
ni wife material, husband material, you can wewe ni huyo.
When unajua what hustling means, the struggle,
the real hustler.
Yeah, when you're gonna thick skin.
Thick em.
Sawa. So we're going for a break right now, but we will be right back. But niko na swali moja tukirudi. Now tukirudi, I just want us to talk about savings. Savings, I don't know who's saving. If you're saving, in case you're not saving.
Who is saving?
We just want to know, and I hope we are saving.
What
so
is saving?
Tunaongelea saving.
Saving na kuna gilbis.
We are the juice. The juice.
We are the juice.
Long as I got you, girl, just know you're fine. Na sitaki mingine, mommy, you're all mine, baby. All this this love's for you. I know a couple things that we can do.
Por tu amor, calypso, calypso, calypso. Una ni para calypso, chile una ica calypso. Por tu amor, calypso, calypso, calypso. Una ni para calypso, chile una ica calypso.
Yeah, and now she bust it, you think she was with the flip mo. You got me going crazy just by how them hips go. I told her I'm not a dancer, but she persists though. Guess I'ma lean back while you do the calypso. It'll be your time to lean back twice. No check your feet, it keep moto girl, I clean up nice. I got the bread and you need that slice. What I'm offering it was sure you ain't seen that life. Isikipindi na kugeuza mshindi. Jackpot badu I say na siringi. Destination za kupeleka pia ni nyingi. Lunch Islando, dinner tukulie malindi.
Calypso, calypso, calypso. Una ni para calypso, chile una ica calypso. Por tu amor, calypso, calypso, calypso. Una ni para calypso, chile una ica calypso. Ananipenda, navimba najitamba. Ananitosha timilifu, wanoko wanaona wevo. We never surrender, wanatoka imara. Wanaume kamilifu. Just a minute ago, I was thinking about you, Leo. I was thinking about you, Leo. I was thinking about you, Leo, Leo. Just to let them know how I think it's a hotel. How I think it's a hotel. How I think it's a hotel. No, no. It must be your smile. No linanifanya, no linanifanya. Naweweseka moyo. It must be your love. No linanifanya, no linanifanya. Nakuwa poyoyo. Bebe macho macho pori wapoteze. Nikupe sukari jinumile. Kachumba kachori jinogeze. Baba, baba, inogeze. Nobody loves me like you, like you do. Love you like I do, like you do. Love me like you do. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Cause nobody got love me like you do. Oh no, love you like I do. Oh no, love me like you do. Hey. Nobody will love you like I do. Anything I do for you. Girl, you got me acting like a fool. Set me on fire and you make me feel cool. I just say yeah. Nataka kuwa na wewe, and I can't get enough of you. So come and stay with me, baby, baby. Physically, mentally, I gbadu you.
Picha shanga piga lap, snap snap sana dai kujiponya. Yeah.
nafanya nini kwa bash na wekea minyo na kata maji kino mapenzi mwanga dingo.
Zisha miusaka, shuksha pan gwaisa Yetore nando tuwashe mangwariti Pale za betu mebonda na matiki Yetore nando tuwashe mangwariti Pale za betu mebonda na matiki Mangwariti na matiki Pale za betu mebonda na matiki Mangwariti na matiki Pale za betu mebonda na matiki
Pale bez ni matiki si mafila Mbota ni medunga inasoma na majira Taksi ni mefura ni ya njugu si ya gam Moshi tuko kona tunagwaya tukukam Unaputa tibu na mbogi kenje Ili ya mapasi
When God say yes, no man can stress. Hey, man tell the truth, man don't lie.
We are the juice.
The
juice.
Hey, kila mmoja anapenda kufurahi. I take myself, I'm doing fine. Nataka kuishi milele, I don't wanna die. Smoke cigarette, drinks to refresh mind. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Ongeze another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Nataka another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Ongeze another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Chupa inakata, chupa ina road. Moja moto, moja baridi, hakuna story. Them girls wanna have fun, not bored. Na ukipendi wana plani za magori. Dondoki hapana na enjoy najichanganya. Kikutana marafiki tabia za fanana. Nastukia shakwa usiku sana. Kili naniambia kuna kitu cha kufanya. Na mwingia msichana na mletea za ujana. Kumbe nanijua bana, shame no hapana. Naona nyota shanza kuchanganya kodi. I gotta go, want to know, one for the road. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Ongeze another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Nataka another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. Ongeze another round. Wait up, wait up, wait up. The Mix Killer.
Welcome back. This is the Gist Series. I'm your host, Miss Blondie. Still talking about money. We have that guy KHAMOTHO Fire Baba with us.
Oh Lord. Umenita to that guy KHAMOTHO.
Si umesema nimekusema jina lako alafu nikasema Fire Baba. Sijasahau.
We changed.
Okay, what are we using now?
Pretty boy, pretty. Because pretty thing.
It's a pretty thing. It's a pretty.
That's pretty for you.
That pretty boy. Sawa basi, that guy KHAMOTHO, pretty boy, are in studio with us. And also, I would love for us to just touch on this. The question is, how have you guys been surviving the pandemic financially? How have you guys been surviving the pandemic financially? Kimfuko, how has it been taking you? So, right now I'm here on saving. Have you been saving? I don't know if you're saving. Maybe you're at work, working from home, not at work, umeanzisha busy yako. So I don't know, I'm not sure, but just share with me. Have you guys been saving? KHAMOTHO, have you been saving?
Now,
are you saving?
Yes. Coming to think of it, yes, I've been saving. I thought nilikuwa pabaya, lakini no, I've been saving because, like me, with or without a pandemic, I will have to save because awezi kajua.
Yeah.
Nani atenda hosi, what might be needed. I've not been saving as much because this time I've been like, I always have a cash stash. Kuna ile yenye nina save siwezi kashika, like hata iko karibu na mimi, lakini kuna ile yenye nina save yenye
you can touch.
Ndio month ikifika kona, I've really been touching that stash. Hii ni ile yenye ikifika 30th na konga tu nimebaki na 1000 mbele nyuma. Nikifanya kitu tu more than that 1000,
everything just goes up.
Nitatafuta mchanga. I'll just be done. I'm like, hi, my people, my followers, my friends, I just need you to come through because yeah, I have that. So I've been saving, but not like it has definitely changed.
Okay, me, I feel like I lack that discipline. The discipline has been failing me during this pandemic. The moment you start saying this money, well, right now, kazi yake acha tu niweke, I will use it for something else. Believe you me, a responsibility, and I use for that money just comes. There's always a way to use it, and for some reason, itajileta too. So, but if there's one thing that has been like my saving and
grace,
that has been keeping me.
I think we have the
somewhere.
same thing.
Chama. Oh my God! I don't know how you're in Nairobi and you don't have a chama. Maisha ni ngumu, but kama una chama,
kama una chama,
a lucky person. I just.
Do
you have a chama? Aki, hauna chama. Oh my God!
Aki, tutakuanzishia.
Please tell me, how do you survive in Nairobi?
I think nimekuwa nikiweka saving kiasi tu, like emergency fund kiasi tu, lakini I've been told a lot of time
chama muhimu.
Well, let me tell you, chama itakukamia.
Let me tell you, chama will pick you on a time that you least
I really wanted to shout that word before you, because
I just knew
what
it
else
was something.
can save in this Nairobi kama si chama.
And this is one thing our parents instilled in us. Kama mamako alikuwa kwa chama, I'm sure you saw this happen.
Mimi nimesomeshwa na chama.
Exactly. Hata mimi ni chama like it has put me in school.
Loans analipa polepole, anapata ikifika time yake. Unaona this month ame clear school fees, paka ame clear ya next
exactly.
Na chama.
And it actually helps, and I feel like we can all take a step in this. It doesn't always have to be much. Kuna chamadi za so daily, kuna chama za 200 per day. There are those that will go extra.
How much?
I have 2 right now.
You are the one.
Let me tell you, I have 2 right now.
Wewe unaweza kaanzisha nyumba, watoto na